Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button for more updated recap. Without further ado, let's us begin.
As the battlefield trembles, Suho steps forward calmly. "Take Thomas to safety," he says, radiating power. Behind him, chaos brews, but his resolve burns brighter than the storm itself. A beast's growl cuts through the air. So it was true. Red eyes glow as primal instincts awaken. He snarls. He can smell the Monarch's shadow power leaking from the human. "Please don't worry about us," cries a voice from behind. But Suho's focus sharpens. He feels it. Deadly killing intent thick as fog, and something far more sinister brewing beyond it. "He isn't the only one," the white-furred beast growls. His voice drips with disdain. "How does a human channel a superior being's might?" His claws twitch, thirsting for a real answer. Shadowy tendrils writhe as a dark figure steps forward. "I always wondered what another monarch would taste like." His voice is hunger incarnate. A predator eyeing the most dangerous prey. 3 monarchs declare him enemy: Frost, Beast, and Plague. Their gazes are sharp, feral, venomous. They don't see a human anymore. They see a threat, a rival, another monster among monsters. Suho grips his blade, eyes blazing. "I will definitely kill at least you," he declares, pointing straight at the Frost Monarch. His killing intent spills like black fire, no turning back. From the sky, the Plague Monarch descends with a twisted grin. "Mind if I join in too?" she asks, unleashing a horde of twisted corpses. The air reeks of rot and war. The corpses leap and snarl, claws twitching. "She's using the corpse!" Suho roars, slicing through the swarm. Each cut is rage, each swing defiance. He won't let the dead walk again. Debris flies. A monstrous blow shakes the ground. Suho stands unshaken, eyes gleaming violet. The shadows swirl behind him. One step forward. He's ready to unleash darkness unlike anything they've seen. The beast lunges with bloodlust, claws tearing through the air. But Jinwoo doesn't flinch. Darkness erupts behind him, and in a split second, shadows rip through the wolf's assault with precision. "You think metal can harm me?" it snarls. But Jinwoo smirks, blade glowing ominously. "It's no ordinary metal," he replies. The enemy hesitates, realization dawning far too late. "Strike!" Crimson eyes widen as its arm trembles. It growls in rage, strength faltering. Jinwoo stands firm, expression cold, a shadowy predator waiting patiently for the perfect moment to kill. From the battlefield's depths, Baru screams in fury. "She touched my liege!" The sky darkens, and his claws descend like meteors. His wrath ignites the battlefield in unholy vengeance. The enemy sorcerer gasps, trembling. "A mere shadow soldier broke my spell?" He stares at Baru. A god of destruction stands unleashed, answering only to a human. The tide has turned. "Ungrateful child!" the witch bellows, emerald flames twisting around her. But the dark shadow retaliates, screaming back. Hatred exploding as fists collide, shattering space and pride alike. Thrown back into the rubble, the monster stares up. Jinwoo's figure looms above, still, unfazed. Beside him, his loyal soldier whispers, "Even against higher beings, your power never disappoints, my liege." A storm of ice daggers rains from the heavens. Jinwoo doesn't flinch. His aura burns purple, and every shard that dares approach meets oblivion in the fury of shadow-born power. From atop the frost-covered battlefield, an enemy mocks. "How long can you last against this pincer attack?" But Jinwoo's eyes gleam. Unbothered, calculating. A predator ready to turn the trap inside out. A flash, a blade, a heartbeat. The arrogant sorcerer stares down in disbelief. Jinwoo's dagger is buried deep, silent, lethal, unrelenting. One move was all it took to end the threat. The monarch roars with indignation, disbelief curdling in his voice. How dare a mere human threaten a being of his caliber? Rage boils over divine arrogance. War escalates instantly. Jinwoo narrows his eyes with surgical precision. A heart strike wasn't enough. These monsters don't bleed like men. The monarchs require more. He'll carve through them until they beg. With deadly calm, Jinwoo advances. His aura dances with wrath, and behind him, the beast with crimson eyes waits. 2 predators, 1 prey. The monarch dares to smirk. Claws clash. The monarch strikes with a cursed blade, wreathed in crimson energy. Blood erupts violently. Jinwoo stands tall, a silhouette amid chaos, bearing the wound without retreat. Blood sprays from Jinwoo's mouth, but his fury doesn't falter. Baru screams in panic, a shadow loyal to the end. The battlefield shakes under the weight of their bond. A new terror emerges, Queen of Insects, Monarch of Plagues. Her voice drips with poison and pride. Shadows writhe in reverence. She claims motherhood over all that crawl and infest. She grabs Baru, twisting loyalty into possession. He struggles, screeches. Her mockery slices deeper than blades. Meanwhile, his comrades shout in panic. Desperation spreads. The battlefield begins to spiral. With eyes glowing like a devil's judgment, Jinwoo drives his blade into the enemy. This is the end for you. His fury becomes final. His sword, a sentence. Shadow warriors surge with rage. Cutting the last breath of enemies, one growls. Thomas Andre watches war incarnate unfold. Stronger warriors rise from death, reborn as generals of darkness. Crimson crescents split the field. Shadows cleave through monarchs like wind through fog. The battlefield is no longer a place. It's Jinwoo's dominion. And in it, only death listens. The enemy declares victory, thinking the fatal wound seals Jinwoo's fate. But the Shadow Monarch grins. He leans forward, bloodied but calm. Are you talking about this? His eyes burn with defiance. Bathed in eerie green light, Jinwoo rises like a god reborn. With a commanding voice, he activates status effect recovery. The wound vanishes. Fear should now shift sides. A prophecy foretold his doom by the flaming pillar holding the world. Jinwoo's smirk deepens. But will that pillar truly fall? Fate quivers before his will to rewrite destiny. Lightning crackles, splitting the skies with a furious roar. Jinwoo's blade descends like judgment itself, defying prophecy, slashing through destiny, tearing into the enemy with unparalleled might and vengeance. Toxic mist swirls, revealing venomous claws aiming to suffocate. Jinwoo clenches his fists. It must be poison. But his aura flares defiantly, dark, venom-resistant. He inhales power, not fear. With venom thick in the air, the system activates. Detoxification begins. Seconds pass, the cure succeeds. His eyes narrow. Poison won't work on me. The battlefield just became his domain. Enraged, the beast roars. You insolent bastard! Fury twists his face. I'll rip you apart into piece. But terror cuts him off. Something darker, stronger, looms behind Jinwoo's calm gaze. With merciless eyes, Jinwoo lifts his hand. Skill. Mutilation. Purple lines form a wicked seal. He has no need to roar. His silence screams destruction. Doom unfolds with geometric precision. Explosions erupt. Crimson hellfire devours the sky. The ritual of annihilation begins as Jinwoo unleashes absolute devastation. Lines of power burn through the world. Judgment, vengeance, and obliteration embodied. As his body disintegrates, the enemy realizes, so this must be death. Jinwoo's aura is deeper than darkness itself. A monarch forged from shadow, feared even by those born of night. With a single crushing blow, the Plague Monarch falls. Death seals her fate. Her poisonous reign ends. Darkness trembles, for the Shadow Monarch just erased a monarch from existence. How is this possible? Desperation poisons the enemy's voice. They sense it. The return of a god. Once again, the universe kneels before the fearsome might of the true Shadow Monarch. Their arrogance blinds them. They call him incomplete, mock his reliance on subordinates. But as Baru strikes, that illusion shatters. A monarch doesn't need perfection, only purpose and resolve. Baru's essence flickers, his bond threatened. Panic rises as Jinwoo realizes the enemy is purging his forces. But the system resists. The bond isn't just magic. It's loyalty carved in death. King of Beasts, you are right, he smirks. Confidence twisted with cruelty. They mock Jinwoo's power, claiming it lacks an owner. But the owner stands before them, undaunted, furious, and evolving. They mock his control, call his army puppets. But cutting strings doesn't stop the puppeteer. Jinwoo doesn't rely on shadows. He commands them, with sheer will that defies their logic. Fury explodes in steel and speed. Jinwoo's blades slash without mercy. He's not a puppet master. He's a storm in human form. The monarch's body breaks before he can react. A counterattack. The beast monarch retaliates, fists glowing with destructive rage. Jinwoo's body is thrown back, his frame bloodied. But in his eyes, no fear, only burning vengeance. He disappears, flickering in shadows, too fast, the enemy's eyes can't keep up. Yet they remain cocky, predicting mana loss. They don't realize Jinwoo's speed is more than stealth, it's retribution. Every strike is a symphony of violence. Jinwoo reads it all, movement, breathing, mana flow. His eyes sharpen. If he can just surpass him by one step, victory is inevitable. Jinwoo charges with lightning-fast precision, eyes glowing with power. But in an instant, the enemy counters, calm and mocking. Jinwoo's ambush is shattered. "I got hit," fades to disbelief. The Frost Monarch smirks with chilling arrogance. His aura twists like a blizzard incarnate, his confidence unshaken. This isn't fear, it's dominance frozen into a smile of death. Silhouettes clash under a crimson sky. The Monarchs arrive, towering, monstrous, unstoppable. Allies watch in awe and dread. Even the strongest hunters realize this battle may not be winnable. With blood dripping and shadows rising, Jinwoo stands unfazed. "Without your speed, you're nothing," he taunts. Behind him, his army waits in the dark, ready to strike on command. Sung Jinwoo's stats appear, godlike. Agility, strength, intelligence, off the charts. A true Shadow Monarch. And yet, even with maxed out power, can he overcome the overwhelming force approaching? Ice pierces his chest, blood erupts. "I will return your weapon to you," the Frost Monarch mocks, twisting the blade deeper. Jinwoo grits his teeth. Pain is no stranger. "Is this all you've got, human?" the enemy sneers. Jinwoo bleeds, broken, but not defeated. "You won't live to see your armies conquer," he growls. His fire hasn't died. Cracks spread across his body. His HP hits 0. "Still, a little more," he whispers, defying death itself. The system flashes. Player has died. But something is awakening. The system reboots. A golden alert. Requirements met for passive skill. Unknown. Death is not the end. For Jinwoo, it's a rebirth. Power is shifting. The game is not over. The unknown skill activates. Everything glows with divine intensity. The limiters break. From maxed-out stealth to awakened instincts, Jinwoo transcends mortality. The Monarch has just begun his real hunt. The ground shatters, power surges, an ancient prison begins to crumble. Their eyes widen with terror. "How is this possible?" they scream, as the forbidden resurrection begins to manifest. A divine warning echoes, "Stop the true king." But it's too late. The beast leaps, desperation surging. No, they can't allow the Shadow Monarch to rise again. Chaos is imminent. Fangs bared, red eyes burning, he lunges with unstoppable fury. The battlefield trembles as predator and prey collide. But the target is far more than they ever expected. A storm ignites. Blades drawn, resolve unshaken. He emerges from the shattered ice like judgment incarnate. From here on, none shall touch this child. A protector stands, cloaked in power and unwavering intent. One word echoes like the roar of a god. "Arise." Darkness responds. Shadows twist. Death itself obeys. The Monarch's decree awakens a new tide of terror. War is no longer optional. The system crumbles. Igris and Baru ascend beyond limitation. Restrictions erased, true strength returns. The commanders are reborn, their aura suffocating. The battlefield will never be the same again. Fingers trembling over fate itself. Would you really like to delete the system? Without hesitation. Yes. A mortal casts aside divine design. The game ends. The real war begins. Shadows dance around him as he stands defiant. Risking everything for the Monarch's revival, they scoff. But betrayal is power, and traitors now guard the future's most dangerous hope. "We don't have much time," the beast growls. Across from him, a godlike figure surges with blue flame. The clash of dimensions, speed, and fate begins. No retreat, no mercy. Lightning crawls across his blade as he grips it tight. His gaze, pure fire. The battle begins now. The Shadow Monarch's champion won't back down. Blood and darkness will follow. A seasoned warrior recognizes his opponent, not through brute force, but precision. Every spear thrust is countered, predicted. His instincts scream danger, yet this foe is calm, calculated, and utterly terrifying. Amid a storm of blades and ice, He dances on the edge of death, evading the Frost Monarch, blocking every blow. He's no longer just fighting, he's overwhelming them both. One brutal strike sends the enemy flying like a comet through concrete and ice. The air trembles, the battlefield splits. His counterattack isn't just strength, it's rage forged into devastation. The beast roars, but it's a cry of frustration. Its fangs snap, yet he's already inside its guard. A deadly clash unfolds. Feral instinct meets unshakable will. Blade drawn. Panic creeps into the beast's heart. Its hair bristles, senses scream. That feeling. Dread. A force it cannot explain, but knows all too well. An ancient predator has awakened. Encased in radiant crystal, a silhouette stirs. Silent, yet seething with power. The storm of mana shifts. Even without words, his very presence sends shivers through the monarch's bones. One cries retreat, the other howls in disbelief. You stop now? Madness or fear, it doesn't matter. The battle pauses, but tension tightens. Something colossal is about to descend. The air wails as mana itself recoils. The Shadow Monarch rises, cloaked in infinite darkness. Awe turns to terror. No one speaks. Every soul feels it. The return of death. A final prayer is whispered. One escapes, cursing the other's naivety. Behind them, ice shatters and fate tightens its grip. The battlefield belongs to a monster now. One forged in shadow. Taste the terror of frost, weakling. The Ice Monarch unleashes his chilling might, radiating pure destruction. A storm of frozen power erupts, his arrogance fueling the chaos. This is war incarnate. Power surges from the Ice Monarch, his freezing wrath descending like a divine punishment. Humanity is insignificant in his eyes. One strike could wipe cities. He believes himself a god among insects. The monarch mocks Jinwoo, preparing to plunge both into oblivion. His eyes burn with madness. Jinwoo, calm yet tense, realizes this isn't an attack, it's an execution. A planet-shaking clash looms. The battlefield cracks. Darkness rises. Jinwoo's aura surges like lightning incarnate, answering the call of the abyss. Shadow and frost collide, two titans clashing not just with power, but with will. Baru, blade drawn, looms like a shadowy titan. Lightning coils around him. Jinwoo stands firm beside his knight. You lack the power of a king, he warns. The true war begins. Shock overtakes the Ice Monarch. His spell is shattered. His confidence begins to crack. Did the shadows regain their power? Realization dawns. Jinwoo is no longer suppressing his army. It's a comeback. The battlefield shifts. Shadows move as the Beast Monarch retreats. Jinwoo's cold gaze follows. To flee without my permission? He growls. There will be no mercy. Only judgment from the true king. From the void of space, Earth begins to darken. A colossal shadow envelops the planet. The battlefield's intensity has transcended to cosmic levels. This is no longer a fight. It's apocalypse. Jinwoo appears before the Ice Monarch. Calm, composed, and deadly. His presence alone silences the world. Found you, he whispers. A predator addressing prey. The hunter has arrived, and there's no escape. I'll save you for last, Jinwoo vows. Shadows swirl. The end is near, but not for the Frost Monarch yet. The beast comes first. Then, vengeance will be served cold. Personally. Crimson aura surges as the Beast Monarch emerges, regret carved into his glare. Delayed by ego and conflict, he now faces the consequence. An arrival too late to escape death's call. A flicker of dread grips the monster's core. That aura, overwhelming, suffocating, it's unmistakable. Recognition dawns too late. The embodiment of death itself has returned, and it's staring directly at him. The Shadow Monarch stands, silent and lethal. His aura coils like a vengeful storm. Death saturates the air, thick and stifling. The Beast Monarch instinctively senses, this is a nightmare reborn. One step, an impossible distance. The Monarch of Beasts, once proud, now dwarfed by the gap. No escape, no victory. Just inevitability. Despair drips from every breath taken in that moment. Instincts scream louder than reason. Fight or flight? Neither. Only surrender remains. The King of Beasts bows before death incarnate, begging forgiveness with words soaked in shame and desperation. The tides shift. A pact forged in desperation. War is coming, and alliances must be made. With a solemn nod, the Monarch of Shadows accepts. For now, confusion brews behind crimson eyes. He accepted? The Beast King feels victorious, foolishly so. But the Monarch speaks again. A reminder. Debts remain, and forgiveness must be earned through pain. Scarred flesh tells no lies. 5 crimson wounds etched in memory and body. Survive 5 attacks, the Monarch declares, and I shall forgive you. It's not mercy, it's judgment dressed as chance. Rage boils beneath fur and bone. You dare mock me? The Beast King charges, pride outweighing fear. Power ignites, violence unleashed. But fate has already turned against him. With a final roar, he lunges, desperation in motion. I'll die here, but you'll bleed too, he screams. A last stand, foolish and fierce. But death doesn't bargain. It collects. Bathed in ominous purple aura, Jinwoo rises, encased in raw shadow energy. Beside him, Igris looms like a demonic knight. A storm of fury brews. Death now walks with purpose. Bloody claws shattered across the ground. Silence follows. The Beast Monarch has fallen. From the shadows, Jinwoo's silhouette emerges, unyielding, godlike. His vengeance is swift, and his presence is absolute. The Plague Monarch, the Beast Monarch, the Frost Monarch. Jinwoo's voice cuts coldly, each name a grave. His message, clear and final. Cross him, and extinction follows. No monarch is safe. Jinwoo's blade pierces through flesh and fury, twice, clean and brutal. Blood explodes from the Frost Monarch's chest. The battle shifts instantly. Pain replaces arrogance. Death now hunts its next prey. The Frost Monarch bellows defiantly, lightning crackling around him. His body glows with red fury, desperate to strike back. But beneath the rage is dread. He knows this is his end. The beast fell on the 4th blow. Jinwoo's glare burns with merciless wrath. His blade slices through despair, and his taunt chills deeper than steel. Death lingers. How long can you last? Agony erupts as the enemy's body begins to fracture. Screams echo, glowing cracks widen. His very soul shattering. Each frame captures death in slow motion. There's no escape from this execution.
Thank you for watching. For more anime recap, please subscribe.